you like to have meetings with me now? I have a scout here, so if you go to him, we can book a couple of sessions, and if you want to meet and greet me and shake my hands, I'd love to. Thank you.
We have to thank you. Thank you so much. So next up will be a keynote by Alexander Mazzara. I know he's already around, and there's another one sneaking in the back, hoping that I don't see him and I make myself really a fool in front of stage. Alexander, stay with me. It's your turn now. Transmedia storytelling. It's about the new way of multi-channel content formats presented by Alexander Mazzara, co-founder of and CEO of Joiz, based in Zurich in Switzerland. Alexander, I would like you to tell us a few sentences first to start off about your company, if you don't mind.
Joiz is a highly interactive cross-media channel. We're starting in April, so it's a brand new channel, broadcasted in HD and streamed by web, mobile and social media. And what we do basically a different, for example, MTV, we're highly interactive and we synchronize our websites and mobile portals with the TV channel.
Thank you so much. So take it away. I'm off stage.
So thank you. So some words about this transmedia storytelling. It's a new word, so everybody knows cross-media, so everything is cross-media. Every publisher says, yes, we're cross-media, of course, and every ads company says, yes, we're doing cross-media advertisement. I think there are some differences, and I'll just show you some best practices now after 5 months being on air and being online in Switzerland. I have to say the German part of Switzerland, so it's really a small market, but of course we're growing very fast and we're thinking about expansion to other countries, maybe like Germany or other European countries. So I'm going to show you something about one reality show. It's the best practice, and I thought the Popkomm would be a good place to talk about music. We have two siblings, that means a brother and sister, called the Sips. They're brand new in the market, so they don't have an album record out now, they don't have a contract with a major label, but what they have is a lot of talent, and we casted them, and we thought it would be extremely interesting for us to follow them, to send a cameraman with them all the day and all night. And they decided to start not in Switzerland, but to start in LA to fulfill their dream. The dream of having an own album, a dream of course, being famous like everybody in the music industry dreams about it. So this is cool. On the left side, I don't really think that you see it. Maybe with a bit more light. No, it doesn't work really. So yeah, we tried. So you see Ko and Steh, the siblings. And I thought it would be great to start a keynote with a little bit of music and no transmedia, blah blah. So enjoy for a couple of seconds so you feel like we recognize from the other speaker, music is also something you have to feel. So just some chorus of the Sips.
One, two, three, blah 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 blah. She said she likes it now, she don't. She would do it, but she won't. I like it, I really, really like it.
So there's just some chorus of the Sips, so we're going to show you later on more. But let me start first, maybe the difference between cross-media and transmedia. Two words and two different things. Let's start with cross-media. I think everybody's familiar with the word cross-media. What does it mean exactly? It means that you produce something, you have a story for one channel. You're producing, let's say, an HD TV channel show, broadcasted on every possible channel in the world, and you broadcast, you stream that, after that online maybe on your website, you put that on YouTube, but at the end it's one product. You do one show and you broadcast it, or you stream it, or you have it on demand on other TV platforms, on web platforms, on maybe on mobile apps, whatever. So that's the meaning of cross-media. So the learning is really, content is produced for one channel. It's a one thing. Maybe you cut it for the web. After broadcasting on TV, you cut it in 5 pieces because online it's another behavior, but at the end it's the same, more or less. Transmedia is something else. Transmedia is really you start a story on one channel, maybe it's following the channel, you're switching the channel from web to TV, from TV to mobile, from mobile back to TV, and so on and so on. So for example, you have something starting online, and you have a question online, your viewers, you engage your viewers, something is happening, something is changing in TV, you have votings, polls, you have interaction, and this is the meaning of transmedia. So for me the learning is there, transmedia production, you develop the story for multiple forms and on multiple platforms. And this is really, it's a completely different thing than cross-media. Here you put everything together. I think this is the new way and the new form a lot of TV channels or content producers work right now out there. And the question is what's happening between that? What's going on with that? And I think one of the major points is really, this was a nice picture, I like it. Maybe you're familiar with that. So you see people watching TV while browsing the web. That's, I don't know, hands up, who's familiar with the situation? I am, yeah. As you see, I mean, this is really something not really new. I think wireless is the need for that. There's a research out there now in Europe, 50% people watching everyday TV while browsing web. This is not my. I think in Switzerland we have even more people in this direction. I think this is very important. What does it mean? It means that you have sort of two screens. A first screen, normally it's the TV screen, and the second screen, it's sort of web or app or laptop or whatever, and you have an interaction channel. So something really important, and then you have the social web outside, you have Facebook, you have other platforms, and if you synchronize that, that's very, very interesting for all part of content producer. So normally, if we're talking about content producing and interaction, all that stuff, you have to look to the US, because normally they're faster than we are in Europe. That's how it is. I don't know why, but it's how it is. And if you look to the US, there's a big trend this year, and I think next year it's common. It's called broadcast synchronized companion apps. So the big networks, they're producing apps like this one. This is from Grey's Anatomy. It's the screenshot of this app. And what they do interesting things. They're, like you see, 1, 2, 3. The app, you start the app is listening to the sound and recognizing the show. So the app exactly knows what's happening on TV. And then the app is synchronizing with the content on TV. That means you're watching Grey's Anatomy in this case, you're pushing the app button, the app is listening, and then the app exactly knows what's happening. And it doesn't matter if it's live or rebroadcasted or it's on demand or it's online or it's on the big screen, because it's from the sound. It's an interesting way how to connect it. And what they do then, they put videos, some added value, background information, stuff about the Grey's Anatomy actors. You have photos, behind the scenes stories. And then on the other hand, in the left hand, there's a sort of a Facebook Connect story, so you can chat with your friends about Grey's Anatomy. And they have 5 million downloads within 2 months, and it's a big story, and everybody's talking about broadcast synchronized companion apps. And I'm sure in Europe this will come in, let's say, in 1 year, in 2 years, maybe in 3 years. Sort of this interaction. So we do the same with Joiz, just some screenshots here. We do it not only for apps, we do it with the web, so it means it doesn't matter if you have Apple or an Android or whatever, Microsoft PC, it's available. That's one point for us very interesting. On the other hand, we can do it also for the live shows. That's very interesting, because really you can say, the guests in the studio have to do A or B, people at home vote, and 30 seconds later they have to do A or B in the studio. And that's very fun, and we have a lot of interactions with that, and that allows, again, transmedia storytelling. That allows that you start somewhere, let's say in the TV something, you put something online, people vote, and again you're back in TV and doing something what people online do. That's very interesting. So we have voting, we have on the right, and you don't see it because of the beamer, but there's added value there, you have chat and so on and so on. So, and on screen, for example, you have some pictures, so you can check in every show, so everybody who's checked in, you see that on the TV screen. So now Bianca Zimmermann is checked in this example, so people that knows if I put the check-in button, I'm on air, and that's very funny, of course, because their friend sees, hey, Bianca is online, and they like that. So, let's go back to the SIPs. So again, the SIPs is it's a brand new format. It's about music. It's about the dream getting a record, the dream getting a contract signed with a major label, the dream of producing music and selling music at the end, of course. And I have to say, I'll show you some numbers afterwards, but I have to say we're producing for the Swiss-German market. And that means we have a potential of 1.2 million viewers. I have to say that first, because if you hear the numbers, maybe you're thinking, oh, that's not that big. But you have to think, let's say, 1 million potential viewers in the Swiss-German part of, let's say, 15 to 35 years old people. So this is the potential. The SIPs, like I said, siblings, brother, sister, they're very talented, but this is a new way how they play together. They have no album out there, so it's brand new. It's not sort of a casting show. We don't cast them and we say if you're number one, you get a contract. It's reality. They do what they want, we follow them, and we let the people engage, we let the people be part of the show, let the people decide. That's the only way, that's the deal at the end. Yes, the community can take control. I think this is very important in the era of social media. So you know that.
If the community can take control, you don't let them do what they want.
I'll show you some examples. For example, first thing is the community could say where they have to play the first song in LA. They arrived in LA and the community said you have to play in front of the Hollywood sign. That was the only thing they have to do. What they do, it was their decision. It was just a place they could change. It should be at the beach or somewhere inside the town or Hollywood or whatever, and they decided they have to play in front of the Hollywood sign. That was the only thing. And of course they were there to write music, to play music, and be a part of the community. Now I'm sure, of course, every cameraman destroys the reality at the end. That's how it is. I know that. But on the other hand, it's not scripted reality. That means that we write, you have to go there, you have to say that, and you have to play that. I mean, this is part of the show that we say, we're open, cool ideas, they do it. So that's just one part here. So the thing was, they have to play in front of the Hollywood sign, and that happened.
So, sind wir wieder zurück. Jetzt, wenn ihr wisst, was wir alles so gemacht haben und wer wir sind und wieso und warum, haben wir gedacht, kräften wir mal auf zum Hollywood sein und geben euch eine gute Message mit.
Wir haben einen Song geschrieben, der genau auf die Situation passt, die wir hier jetzt erleben dürfen. Und zwar ist es One-Way-Ticket. Gehen wir nicht rauf? Nicht hetzen. Mich.
You are trespassing. Return to the parking area immediately. You are subject to arrest.
You are subject to arrest?
You are trespassing. Return to the parking area immediately. You are subject to arrest.
Komm, wir gehen.
You will be arrested.
Sorry Jungs, das ist jetzt schon das dritte Mal, wo das gehört.
Siehst du, das ist eine Aufnahme. Ich sage, das ist eine Aufnahme.
Nein, das war anders als vorher.
Mach noch schnell den Song, komm. Nur noch schnell.
I packed my suitcase and got my coat. I locked the door behind me and leave a note. I got the word out to my friends. I told them not to worry, I ain't coming back. I'm standing at the doorstep, I blow a kiss goodbye.
For me, this is
It's time to forget the past and welcome life. I got a one-way ticket to paradise, one chance to do it right. I'm gonna pack my bags and leave tonight, take the wrong and make it right.
But this is a good example for me. It's not scripted reality, and I think even if you thought about that, you couldn't script that there's somebody out there, the police is saying, hey, you will be arrested if you sing there in a song. It's really something that I think is very funny if you're open to that, and they're open to that, of course. You need somebody who's saying, okay, we do whatever they want. And I think this is a good point. So we were online, we were in the TV show saying, okay, they're going now to LA, go please online and vote what they have to do. And then online they voted for that, and we brought that again to the TV, and after that we put that again online. And so we have really a viral loop, online TV again and again and again. And it's a good point for me. So really, storylines in real life are often better than scripted reality. That's my opinion. Second one is, like I said, we have camera with them. But honestly, the good things in life don't happen if you plan it. So again, it's a thing. And what we planned, again there, we gave them an iPhone. Just an iPhone, or iPhone 4, I have to say them, because we thought it would be easy also to record interesting stuff.
The Airways restaurant on the first floor.
Okay.
There will be a panel about the future of music television or reinvention in the age of the web.
Thank you.
Oh. Apart from that.
Oh, okay, I go ahead. So we really thought it would be really interesting to give them an iPhone to really be live there whenever it happened. And I think this is it's a good part. We're broadcasting, like I said, in HD. What we do that online first. We're saying, okay, which one, what do you like more? And the community is voting again and saying, hey, I like this part or I like this part. And even if it's not HD, we're broadcasting that. It's an example of Max Beasley. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Max Beasley. Max Beasley is the piano player of Robbie Williams. And they met him in LA, and he said, wow, that's great, let's jam together. And like it is in real life, you don't have the cameraman with you. So they had, the only thing they had is an iPhone 4, and they recorded a jam session with Max Beasley, the great Max Beasley. For them, it was amazing. And we put that after that online with other stuff, and our community was voting, yeah, that's absolutely great, show that on TV, and it was part of the TV show 1 week later. Just to say, to see something here, it's iPhone quality, but at the end, I think you see and you hear something, and that's the major point, it's very interesting, it's Max Beasley.
Nice, that could be good, that song.
So again, you're part of the show, you can see what's happening behind the scene. I think this is sort of transmedia storytelling I like more, and I think it's not a question of money. That's what I want to say. I think always, if you're producing content, and nowadays it's a matter of good storytelling and not a matter of quality. So use your iPhone or don't forget it. It's always it's important to have one with you. The third thing, it's a funny thing. Again, they were in LA, like I explained, and they were at a party, and I think everybody drums a little bit there. I'm not sure, but I think so. And there was a pool filled up with water, like you mentioned that in LA. And I had the idea: is it possible to jump over the pool without falling into water? It's a stupid thing, maybe, but after drinking 2 beers, maybe it's a funny thing. And they recorded that. Is it possible to do that or to don't do that? And we decided, okay, let's do it again. And it was really funny. And we decided to put that just on YouTube, not on our channel, just on YouTube, and to ask our community, what do you think? Do they jump into the water? It's a jump pool fail, or is it possible to jump over the pool? So after 1 week, and remember, we have a potential of 1 million Swiss viewers.
Und jetzt habe ich da die Schildkröte gesehen und der Rücken schwimmt so schön.
Some videos you see again, iPhone. Is it possible or not? That was the question. Is it possible or not? So, and then the video stops, and we had on YouTube after 1 week, you see there 92,000 views, and you see down there, yeah, maybe you can't really see it there. It was 7,200 comments. So that was really 1 week with the potential of 1 million viewers. We had 7,200 comments, 92,000 views. Just, is it possible to jump over the pool? And you have to say, we're not a brand like MTV, we are 4 months old. And the Zips have no albums out there right now. So I think really that's sort of engaging people over different platforms, and YouTube is a great way to engage people in this platform. And again, we took the story back to TV, we asked the people again, and then 1 week later, yeah, we had again, you see the video, hey, hopefully. Is it possible or not? Again, the question, is it possible or not? Yeah, it's possible. So, I mean, at the end, maybe you think that's stupid, and yes, you're right. But the people could be a part of it, and again, 1 week later, the new video, again, 100,000 views. We didn't have that many comments the second time, but just stupid videos, but highly engaging videos on different platforms, again, TV, YouTube, back to TV. It's a very interesting way to engage people and to tell stories. Yes, please.
Alexander, did I get it right? You offer your platform for any other musicians?
No, sorry. No, we're producing a show. That's the point. So the question was, do we offer the platform?
I'm a musician, I want to do the same thing. What am I supposed to do, for example?
To convince us that you're the right one. No, at the end, we're deciding what we're doing. We're producing the show, so we're paying everything there. We're having sponsors for that. So it's not a question everybody can do that, but what I show you is transmedia storytelling. I mean, what we do can everybody else do. It's not something special. I mean, for publishers, if you have a website, if you have a Facebook community, you can do the same. Take Facebook, take YouTube, take your own website, do videos, ask people. I think it's the way how you engage people over different platforms, and try to start a story on one channel and to end the story on another channel, and then rebroadcast it or rewrite it or re-comment it or whatever you do. I think this is very important. And it's not just your channel and that's it. I mean, this is really something completely changing now, and there's great opportunity out there like you see here. For example, with this pool jump, and it's not really good content in a way. We really attracted about 10% of our potential viewers in Switzerland, and we had 7,000 comments, and that's not that bad for Switzerland. I think even for Germany or for other parts in Europe, it's not that bad. Okay, my last example was a live stream. We decided to have a gig, a small gig in LA, and with a partner with Thanks in LA. We did a stream, and we tried to do it in other ways. So we streamed it live online on different websites, on our website and other websites. People could again be a part of the show. They could vote about the set. Should they play number one, number two? At the end, the Zips were there. They could ask them something. And what we did on TV, and I think this is a completely different way. Normally, TV stations do the live gig in TV, and online they have some, let's say, some background stories or outtakes and all that stuff. What we did is we did the background story and the outtakes in TV in the show, and the online stream online. So we had really a highly interactive, engaging gig, and it was rather good. We had about 10,000 viewers on the gig. That's not that bad for a band who's not famous right now. And yeah, just short.
Would you still fight for me? Would you hold me close and tell me it's alright?
So, and and at the end, I think let the people take control. They will never forget. We had a lot of comments at the end again. So really, people are engaging with that, and they like that. So at the end, yes, business. We heard that this is the business, not transmedia storytelling. I think this is the last point, and then I'm over. I think yes, we are 5 months old now. We have a lot of highly engaging programs with sponsors like iTunes, Microsoft, Xbox. We do very highly interactive stuff with Starbucks, Suzuki, Nokia, and Coca-Cola. And that shows you, I really think also big brands and players in the market with money, with a lot of money, they're seeing that this is a highly engaging way to interact with their audience and to be part of that. It's not just eyeballs like in the old way that you say we had 1,000 or 100,000 or 1 million viewers. It's an engaging part, and we see a lot of deep integrations with iTunes, for example, of Microsoft, Xbox, and that's very, very exciting for us. Yes, and at the end, are there problems? Just one thing. I would say yes, there are some problems, and always in this field it's analytics. You have to know where your people are, that's the point. You want to know, for example, this pool jump. We had that on TV, on our website, on YouTube, and we had links from Facebook. So if I want to know how many different people in the world had showed the pool jump, it's really hard to say for me, because I know it maybe on my platform, and maybe I know it on TV, but TV it's an old thing and it's a mess. On YouTube, I have no idea, and then Facebook, it's hard to say. And if I have to mesh everything together, it's a hard work. And yes, my advice is hire a good CTO. Thank you very much.